Hey everybody, it's birdie time. Welcome back to the channel. Today I will be opening up a Discmania mystery box. As you can probably hear, I've got a cough, so my voice is not going to be the strongest thing today. That's okay, I'll make it through. I'll just try to cut out all of the coughing that I do during this video, and hopefully my voice doesn't bother you too much. My Discmania mystery box just arrived yesterday, all the way from the lands of Discmania, also known as Finland or maybe Sweden, depending on where it's shipped from. I haven't opened it, I haven't looked inside, so other than one disc that's guaranteed, I don't know anything about the discs that are in here. Okay, let's get it open. Alright, here we go. As I dive into the box, I want to thank my buddy Blaze with Diabolical Discs for donating this mystery box to me and allowing me to be able to open it and make this video. So thank you so much, Blaze. Everybody check out his Instagram, his die discs. He's pretty cool. Gotta hide my 20% off code from you guys. I know you scoundrels will try to take that from me. Alright, starting with, a strong purple-pink coloration here with a couple of swirls to it and some kind of metal flake design. Oh my goodness. This is really cool. I really have not seen a disc like this that has kind of the centralized coloration with a little bit of clear and only part of the rim, not the whole rim. The MVP Gyro has that kind of different rim. This is almost like there's a liquid inside of the disc that's moving around. It looks really sweet. This is 174 gram DD1. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but I know the DD1 is the distance driver category, and 1 is more stable, and higher numbers are more flippy. So obviously this is going to be a stable to overstable distance driver for my arm speed. I'll throw the flight numbers for each disc up below, but I won't know them as I'm talking about the disc, so if I say something that's totally wrong and the flight numbers show otherwise, that's just me in my ignorance in the moment. Not knowing anything. Can't wait to give this a throw and see how it flies. Okay, next up, we've got a P2. I have not putted with a P2 that I can remember, but I kind of like the feel of the rim. It doesn't feel too dissimilar to my Wardens that I putt with. Obviously, I'm not about to just switch right over and start putting with a different disc, but it's been a little while since I've given a new putter a try and just seeing how it putts for me. So I'll give this one a try. Maybe throw it a few times, although the D line I assume is base plastic. I'm not sure about that, so it may not be good for throwing, but I'll test it out. Looks like the P2 weighs 176 grams. Okay, so our third, it looks like this is kind of that factory second idea where something went wrong with the stamp. So they included a lot of these in the mystery boxes. Nothing will be wrong with the flight of this disc, but of course its appearance got messed up, so they wouldn't be able to sell it at that full price. They threw a few of these into these boxes. I'm sure that reduces the cost for the mystery boxes for Discmania. MVP did the same thing with those lab seconds in the Gyropalooza box, so this isn't any sort of surprise. But we've got ourselves an FD here. I'll have to throw it a few times. It is the C-line plastic instead of, I believe, the S-line plastic that my FD1 is in. So I'll have to get a little comparison between my FD1 in its plastic and this FD in the C-line plastic. If I remember correctly, the FD1 is a 7402. This is a 7601. So this sounds like it's got a little more glide, a little less fade, and it might actually be a good flight for a disc for me. I'll have to give it a try. The FD weighs 174 grams. Okay, oh boy. Well, my first impression is I like the color. I'm familiar with the neoplastic. I have several Enigmas in the neoplastic and a blue that's very similar in color to this. But the splice is going to be wildly overstable. It's a 9304, so no glide, tons of fade. Like, I'm thinking even more overstable than a Firebird. This thing is just going to dump left. I might have to use this for some big skip shots around corners and see how much ground play it gets for me. I don't think I've ever thrown a splice, so this is going to be a new experience for me. This splice weighs 173 grams. Okay, next, we got ourselves. So this is an X out. I don't know if that is the stamp or the plastic. I'm not really an expert in Discmania, like I said, but this is an Essence. An Essence. I've seen the Essence. I've never thrown one, but I'm happy to give it a try. I think that it is an 8-speed. I'm pretty sure that it's a fairway driver, but either way, you can see the flight numbers below. Take a guess on how it's going to fly. I think it's a slightly understable to stable fairway driver. It looks like we've got 174 grams for the Essence. Okay, once again, we have the kind of sparkles in the plastic here. These discs just look super cool. You can really see those sparkles embedded in the plastic. This one is a 180 gram MD3. I've heard several people talk about the MD3 like it's a perfect mid-range. I myself, I love my Echoes, but there's always room to try something out and see how it flies. I can't tell if this is pretty stable or a little bit flippy. I tend to like my mids a little flippier, but I don't know. We'll see how it flies. Our MD3 is a max weight 180 grams. Okay, it looks like we have ourselves a Link. I have putted with the Link a little bit. It did remind me of the Judge, so kind of like the Warden with a little extra beading on the rim. I like how hard the plastic is in the Exo hard plastic. That stiffness is good for my push putting style. I have tried Links out on the putting green before, just a little bit. Of course, it never hurts to give a putter a try and see how it handles the chains. In the Exo hard plastic, I might even try throwing this. Okay, it looks like we are down to the final disc here. I have to peel back some cardboard that's protecting it. And okay, we have got ourselves the Glacier prototype. Wow. So you can see right through this disc. You still have the coloration radiating from the center of the disc with more color on the sides. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that it is a brighter color, so it shouldn't disappear very easily into the vegetation. It should stick out. I do not know what the Glacier does, but knowing Gannon Buhr, it goes probably really, really far for him and not that far for me. So I've got myself a max weight Glacier at 180 grams. So I'm going to give this thing a try, and very quickly I'll let you know if this is something usable for me or if it is just wildly overstable. We'll find out. Well, that was pretty fun. I'm excited to test a couple of these discs. I think that the FD has one of the highest chances of making the bag. The MD3 has a solid shot as well because I'm always looking to improve my mid-range game in the Charlotte Woods. The Glacier, I just have no clue yet if it might be something functional for me, but I'll give all of these a try sometime soon and try to let you guys know how they fly for me. Real quick as a side note, I did my disc giveaway over a month ago. I sent the discs out in January because of the move and the Christmas craziness, but the winner of the Emperor, Tim Wright, you never responded to my comment and let me know how I could get a hold of you and get your address and get this sent to you. So please respond to that comment on the giveaway video or comment below. And just to preempt any shenanigans, you won't be able to impersonate this profile because I'll be able to see if it's the same profile that left the other comments. So don't even bother. But Tim, get a hold of me in the YouTube comments so that I can send this to you. I'd really like you to have this. I suppose that wraps up the unboxing video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know which of my discs you're most interested in. Do you think any of these discs have a shot of making my bag? And which one you want to see make it into a birdie of the day or some type of video on my channel. Thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one.